Good morning, everybody. Today's a wild day. Right now, from what I am looking at from Bitcoin, we are at 39,618. Bitcoin is skyrocketing and I'm having a really hard time controlling my own emotions, and I needed some research to figure out what the heck is happening with my decision making. Since emotions are so closely tied to money and finances, I thought this would be a great video to create, since when I noticed Bitcoin going up, I'm super juiced, super excited, and I think I'm the king of the world. It's like that feeling when you just step out of the dentist office and you're like, damn, I'm cavity free. And on the opposite spectrum, when Bitcoin starts dipping, that's when my whole body starts tightening up. I get clammy hands and it's really hard for me to concentrate, not knowing if it's gonna go up, down, sideways, and whatever the market's gonna be doing. What we know is that I am experiencing anxiety, and I'm sure a lot of other investors are experiencing anxiety as well, or have experienced anxiety in the past. And that's something that we want to touch on today. And when it comes down to anxiety, we know that there are three components to anxiety, which are your thoughts, your physical sensations, and your behaviors. Even though at this moment, I've seen Bitcoin trend up for the last 2 months, there's a lot of what if questions that are swirling around in my mind. And I think that's just a very natural, intrusive thought that a lot of people might have. Has it finally reached its peak and now it's gonna come stumbling and crashing down? Are all the whales and the big players in the crypto space just gonna sell off everything and then leave us for dead? And I could be losing a lot of money. And these are the thoughts that are happening with me, and it's kind of funny, but also very anxiety provoking. So the driving forces of emotions for me right now are fear and shame. The fear response is coming from the fact that the last time Bitcoin was at its all-time high in 2017, I didn't sell and it came crashing down, and I just remember, damn, I wish I should have sold. It took a couple of years for Bitcoin to come back in mid 2020. Just thinking and watching Bitcoin just fluctuate over time, it was very painful. It was just the constant thinking of, damn, I should have sold. What were you thinking, Kevin? And the second piece comes from the emotion shame. Shame of not having enough, shame of the expectations that I set for myself, the expectations set from me, from society, as well as family, that I don't have enough compared to peers, or have enough compared to what my expectations of myself are. But it really comes down to a personal finance decision and where you currently are in your financial situation. For me, I feel like I have too much invested in cryptocurrency, where crypto is already 60% of my net worth, and I feel like that's too high risk for me to handle. So that's why I want to get out of my position, but it's now just thinking about when. So what I encourage you to do is think more about your present moment and what is happening in the now, instead of thinking about the past, where a lot of those conditions are affecting and influencing your decision making, and also about your future, because there's always going to be these what ifs, intrusive thoughts. I hope you make a comfortable decision, and I'm excited to hear more about it. Please leave a comment below on what you're doing. Are you going to be selling? Are you going to be buying? Are you going to be holding? And what are your thoughts on Bitcoin? Do you think it's a long-term investment? I'm really interested here, because maybe that might influence my decision. And exactly, I don't want that to happen.